So I'm going through this pain again. It just has a hold of me. And the pain comes with it's just crippling. Like I can't move, I can't do anything. And I get hot flashes in it. And I'm wondering if it's connected to menopause also. And it's so freaking intense. And it comes with the freaking chasing energy. And as much as I tell myself, I was never desperate. I was never desperate. I never felt like I was a desperate person. I always had pride in self. I always had, I always felt like I had options. I never felt scarcity in, or unwanted, or unloved, or unworthy. And, well, see, it's not quite true, but I mean, in this way, in this place, or like this. And I think that maybe part of it is, it also comes with this disbelief. I have this inside of me. I have this disbelief, how could it be? How could it be? And then I keep having this, okay, it's not really, it's just a game. And then I'm thinking to myself, how does that even make sense? It's I can't even trust my own self. And the things that he said to me, knowing him and knowing how he works, the things that he said about me, to me, are deal breakers for him. Complete deal breakers. And so I can't deny it. And then I still have the freaking chasing energy. Why would I want to go and see somebody that doesn't want to see me? Why would I want to put myself into that situation? Just for a glimpse, just to see him for a minute? What? What is that? In hopes that he sees me all broken and, oh, that's because that's so attractive. And I know that our paths won't cross unless he wants our paths to cross. I feel I know it sounds weird, but I feel like he is maneuvering all of this. There's this whole other storyline going on. There's this whole other storyline going on that I can't say because it's crazy talk, but I feel it. I sense it. I feel it and sense it. He knows everything that I do. And then that if I were connected completely, then I would be able to know everything that he does as well. But he's connected, so he knows everything that I do. And he is let's see, on my storyline, I'm going through these lessons, right? Because we can't be disconnected. But then on this other storyline, in the 3D and the physical world, he told me. straight up. And then he sent me this video as a parting gift. I mean, that's not straight up, and then that's straight. I mean, that's straight up, straight up. So here I am. I keep on flipping back and forth. So I think I'm going to take all the flipping back and forth videos and compile them all into one so that there's not like 15 crying videos. See, this helps me dissipate it, helps me understand it and go through it.
Okay, so I'm on my way home, and I want to say that this afternoon, the freaking chasing energy came up again, and I knew better. Like, I drove all the way out to the hot springs. Again, it's day after day, yeah? And I knew better. It's not like, it's like when I was driving, I already knew there's no, I'm happy I went. I met a friend of mine there, Rani, who's a really nice guy. And he was there with another friend. They live down here on the beach. But he's a really cool guy. He's like, he's American. Well, he's also Israeli, so he's like in between, kind of like I am. But I think he was, I'm not sure exactly, but he speaks he speaks English like an American. He speaks Hebrew like an Israeli. I think he grew up in the States. I think he's Israeli that grew up in the States. And he is like a naturalist. And his dream is to go live off on some farm somewhere and raise 10 kids. He's a really nice guy, a really good catch for somebody. He's a younger guy. I think he's around 30, something like that. He's a musician. But in any case, I went there definitely because of the chasing energy. I know that I went there because of the chasing energy. I couldn't sit at home. And I had plenty of things that I could have done at home. Plenty of things. It seems like I couldn't sit anymore on the internet. I kind of, when I sit so long on trying to do projects, my brain starts going like that, and then I get nothing done because I just keep jumping from one thing to another. It's like I can't. I need to find my focus. And I had plates that I could paint, and both of my boys were home, and I still went. And I feel like afterwards, like, there's the tests. Those are the tests. What is the freaking purpose in that? What is the purpose in that? What was the purpose? Let's say I would have gone there and I would have met him. What's the purpose in that? I'm going to have to get over this. Today's Thursday. I'm going to have to get over this. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You know, I tell myself that I'm not going to do the chasing thing. I'm not going to. And then a certain time comes and you start. It's just like the addiction. It's just like in the alcohol book that I wrote. It's the same thing. It's the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's an addiction thing. And I keep on going back and I want to be mad at him. Like, my brain keeps on wanting to go to places to find places that I can say, okay, he did this on purpose. Or he led me on. Or my brain keeps on wanting to make up all these scenarios so that I can say, oh, and get over it in a way of like, but I can't. I feel like if he was a bad guy, you know, the reason that I love him is because he's a good guy and his love is pure. And that's the reason why I'm all caught up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be caught up. You know, when somebody has like they're unclean or they have pitfalls, it turns me off. It turns me off, and that's why I'm so freaking hurt, because basically what he said is I'm not good enough for him. Not even good enough to be his friend. And I've always seen myself as a good person, as somebody that tries to do the best, as somebody that's fairly clean when it comes to being fairness and goodness and being, you know, clean. You know, no vengeance and since I've met him, he showed me so many different places in me that aren't clean. And the thing is that in a lot of those places, I couldn't see him until he showed him to me. And then this last thing with this jealousy spout thing, you know, and I'm all talking about, you know, I could understand it, but I still felt it. And that's not clean. And I'm like, I just feel a sense of loss. There's a car coming, so I'm going to turn these lights off so they don't see me in here crabbing. Hopefully they'll open the gate. That's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here waiting for them to open the gate. When I went through my other breakup that I took really, really hard, I was obsessed about getting over the pain. It hurt so bad that, and I could also feel him telepathically. I knew when he was out doing shenanigans. They must not have the number. I have the number. I just don't want to stop the video. I want to tell about this. I'll wait a few minutes. And the pain was so bad, I started reading up online how long it takes to get over a breakup. And the average was 11 weeks. It takes 11 weeks. And I thought, wow, 11 weeks. I thought about my marriage. My marriage took my husband years to get over. Years. I'm talking years. I think I knew that it was going to take a long time. And, you know, when one of the partners is in it like that, the other one is kind of dragged in it too, forced to be in it. And so 11 weeks didn't seem like a long time. But on the other hand, when you're in so much pain, it does seem like a long time. And I remember that was a breakup that I initiated and that I wanted, and that I knew that, oh, I'm missing my earring. Oh no, that's it. I lost my earring. Oh well. End of an era. I've been wearing these earrings for 10 years. Maybe I'll still find it somewhere in here. I don't know. I lost it twice before and found it, but they can just be off. And I remember that after a while, it's like this, something lifts off of you. It's like you start feeling something lifting off of you, the pain or something. And I don't want to be like this. This is, you know, even though we've never had any kind of sexual encounter between me and him, it just feels like such a loss to me. It just feels like but it was nothing that was ever, it was nothing that was ever, you know, I didn't lose anything because I didn't have anything. And then I also have, so that's one thought. And the second thought was what I was saying about trying to find something to put on him, like trying to be mad at him for something, or trying to, you know, I keep on like trying to find something that I can be mad about or something, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there, like, because I kind of have those feelings that come up of like, oh, I'm just mad at the world. I don't know, I'm just mad. But I can't put it on him. It's on me. It's on nothing. It's just the situation. I should have never got sucked so far into this. But I know that I couldn't help myself. And that was another thing that I learned when I had that other previous breakup, is that I was trying to hate him, and I didn't, because inside I loved him. And so when I realized that I could love somebody and let them go, it gave me like this total sense of peace. I don't have to hate him to let him go. I can just let him go. I can love him, know that I love him, and let him go. I mean, what choice do I have? Okay. Well, thank you for watching.